Let's talk about Prince Harry.
Oh.
He's on the front of the Sun today. When you say recollections may differ, I think that would be over-generous.
Shall I tell you what it is? And people say to me, you're really harsh on Harry.
No.
The Invictus Games is a fantastic, fantastic idea. And actually, if I'm honest...
But it's not his idea, though.
No, but if he was behind that today, but he cannot bloody well help himself, because you do that whole announcement and then it's, my family haven't supported me and I'm this and I was that. And you get to the point where you just look at it and you go, me, which is why he and that dreadful woman... Am I allowed to say that, or is somebody going to get
No,
rid of
you
me?
shouldn't say that.
Right, oh,
this is the Independent Republic of Mike Graham you're in now.
Yeah.
You know.
I just feel that they always make it about them, and I think that's the danger, if I'm honest. And I'm not...
And, you know, Meghan has very generously agreed to turn up at the closing ceremony of the Invictus Games and make a speech.
I know many things she would close just by turning up.
She's so selfless, is what I think. She's so brilliant.
You actually seriously adore her, don't you?
I do. It's only a pretense.
You have a pillow with her face on.
No, I do not. No, it's a duvet, actually. Oh. But the thing is, he's accused the British press again, and the Sun in particular, of sort of outing him as being in Afghanistan. I can tell you for a fact, because I was working in the newspaper business then, that every newspaper knew he was there. Not one newspaper published it. It came out because it was published in something called the Drudge Report in America, and then picked up by a woman's weekly news magazine in Australia. So it was not the British press.
But it's easy for him. It's easy for him to always blame the British press. What's interesting about his criticism of the British press is he has absolutely systematically used them to his own ends when it suits him. He didn't do well in that libel case, and that's probably why he's scoring points. I just wish somebody... I don't know who talks to these two, or they don't listen, because it seems like every time they open their mouths, they put their foot in their mouth.
Well, they only hire people that tell them what they want to hear, because that's what happened when they were in Kensington Palace, if you remember. She started firing people because they said to her, maybe you should think about doing this, and she was like, you're out. You know, if you're not in part of the inner circle and the circle of truth, the court of Princess, whatever she's called, Markle, then you're out. You're not in. So
can't have them. Listen, a lot of people say that I'm unfair and that he's had a hard time. I acknowledge he's had a hard time. I also acknowledge that he lost his mum. I also... But so's his brother. Who's married to a grafter. The future, I think, of the British monarchy,
I think
Kate.
So.
And 3 great kids. She does the school run. I know that because it's around where I do, right? And then does what she does, and it's not about her. With Markle and whatever his name is, the ginger one, it always seems to be there always has to be a point at which they go, "Woo is me," and that just annoys people.
Yeah, I mean, because he even said his family, as you say, didn't help him out, and he was in a fetal position on the floor. As some people have pointed out, he clearly doesn't remember most of what he did at various times, because that was during the period when he was out gallivanting around in and out of nightclubs,
taking drugs,
having a great time, by the way. And I know that doesn't necessarily mean he wasn't suffering inside, but then in an interview he gave in 2017 to Bryony Gordon, he told her that Prince Harry was brilliant. Prince William had been brilliant, helped him out, helping him out and telling him he should get therapy. I said they can't both be right.
I know you know my dad's dead, but I thought I'd just say this. Well, only because I would say this. I said to him before he passed...
We're not playing bingo in here.
Granddad's dead. Is this, right? I genuinely believe within 5 years he will be back in this country with his ginger tail between his legs, and she will live in California with his 2 kids and live off it forever. And it sounds a terrible thing to say. Years and years ago, I met an eminent journalist who will remain anonymous who went... He's not thinking with his brain, is he?
He's not.
Meghan Markle. No. And I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but he's
but that doesn't last, I'm afraid.
No, of course it doesn't.
And also...
And you and I would know that.
Yes, she now is talking about, but not officially, but unofficially, her friends are saying that she's getting back on Instagram, and she's going to be getting $1 million.
So we've gone from the most perfect princess in the world to somebody who can't stand for president, is no good in films, who's now going to get $1 million to promote what?
She's going to sell some candles that smell like her feet, apparently.
I mean, that's another thing.
What?
Unlike what is the other one?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
They smell of...
Not her feet.
No, not her feet. It's probably worse than her feet.
Something other than her feet, yes. Yeah, we're not going there.
Imagine if you're Meghan Markle, you've gone from that to selling candles that smell of your feet. It's not great.